Welcome back to my bi-weekly tarot pick a card reading. This is for September 20th, but not limited to that. Energy has no boundaries. So if you're watching this right now, it's probably because there's a message in it for you. And it's probably exactly when you needed to hear it. So starting from today up to 2 weeks, this is what you'll get. After the meditation, pick the deck, the pile actually, that resonates with you the most, one that attracts you the most. It could be the colors, it could be the shapes, it could be the positions of the cards. Whatever it is, whatever is attracting you to that deck, that's probably where the message is. If there's more than one deck, it is absolutely normal. There might be a message in multiple decks for you. And just take what resonates with you. Remember, your guiding system is more important than any of the messages that come in. Have a good one. You have now entered the meditation. Take a couple of deep breaths in. Pause the video if you need to. You have a couple of seconds over here to just wind down. See which card, which deck is attracting you the most. This is group 1, this is group 2, and that's group 3. See which ones are calling to you. Maybe it's the colors, the position. Maybe it's just an intuitive feel hit. And let's begin. Hello, you beautiful, incredible souls. How have you guys been? How was your last forecast? Give me a shout. Let me know if anything has resonated with you. I've seen that a couple of you have, and a couple of you contacted me privately. So super excited for that. Let's get right into it. This is for my group 1s. This is for the next 2 weeks. There's no Reiki energy embedded in these ones just yet. Just working on my timing over here. Bear with me. We'll start with the archetype. Your archetype is the Hierophant, following rules. The next 2 weeks is really going to, let's see. Okay, for the next 2 weeks, there's going to be a lot of information coming in for you. So basically, the overall energy is that there's a lot of info coming down. And there's going to be a lot of discernment happening. There's going to be a lot of things that you need to really decide, like, is this for me? Is this not for me? There's a lot of things going behind closed doors, behind the veils of illusions right now, especially with everything going on. Try to stay present and really see the bigger picture of everything. It's almost a time right now for the next 2 weeks to kind of follow certain rules until all the information actually comes through, until you have everything you need to actually go against the rules. Maybe it's kind of like what I'm seeing here. It's kind of what I'm feeling. You know, there's a saying, you need to master the rules before you can break them. You need to learn them before you can break them. I feel like that's what's going on over here. Like, before you can go and call anybody out, kind of know your shit. Kind of know what to say and why you're saying them. Say them with conviction, you know. Once you're super confident in the information that you carry, then you can move forward. For some of you, it's going to be also kind of tapping into ritualistic kind of things. So it could be self-care routine, it could be a self-care routine, a prayer, saying a little prayer, saying certain mantras, getting into like this good habits, these habits that you've been probably thinking of and wanting to incorporate. Do it as much as you can, do it as many times as you can. It's a great way to kind of shake off the old, shake off what no longer serves you, creating new habits that serves you better, basically. That's going to be your archetype for the next 2 weeks. That's going to be your overall energy. Let's see how that kind of goes into with your cards. Let's go start with your tarot cards first. So the 7 of Cups We have the Page of Wands reversed. We have the Eight of Cups. Okay, there's going to be a walking away. Okay, so for the next 2 weeks, what I'm seeing here is that there's still a lot of light that needs to be shed for some reason. The Page of Wands reversed to me over here is telling me that there's a possibility of you heading into a dark side or a more positive side. Like, I don't know, there's almost like a decision to make. Just shed some more light before you make certain decisions. It's going to be very important. It probably has to do with you walking away with something. You walking away from something. I feel like there's a lot of money fears. Like there's fears of money that are coming forth. I see that with the Ace of Pentacles reversed. It might be one of the reasons why you're not walking away right now. You do have a lot of options. There's so much options available to you. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. There's a sense of victory. There is going to be a victory for you, probably towards the end of the next 2 weeks. You really have to go and fight this mental turmoil that's going on. I almost feel like you need to strip away everything. There's a sense of stripping away all the information, stripping away everybody's opinions, stripping away even your own opinions about everything, about even yourself. Like, I almost feel like you're in a period of redefining yourself, rediscovering yourself, reigniting yourself. But to do that, you need to really strip away from maybe even all the rules that you've put about yourself, put all the rules that you've imposed on yourself. It's almost like you need to strip that off to really get to the core, really get to this happiness that you're seeking. And this will be very important for you to walk away from something. It could be the past you or like a past version of yourself, and walking forward into something better, the future you. Just what is that future you? What is this future you about? Who are you in this future? What are you doing? What are you eating? What are you, where are you? What does your environment look like? What does your people look like? The people around you. What kind of people do you have? Are they people that uplift you, or are they people just like stress you? I mean, there's going to be a lot of revelations, is where I'm getting at here. But what's very important, where your focus needs to be, is stripping away all your identities, stripping away all these almost falsehoods of who we are, what a mother is, for example, what a daughter is, what a husband is, what a man is, what a woman is, what a child is. Like, getting to the root and to the core. And what's at the root, at the core of who we truly are, is practically like unconditional love. Like, that's what's at the core of everything. So are you able to tap to that unconditional love? Are you able to tap to this inner just being, without all the gadgets, without all the BS, without all the extras, you know? Do you need to have that frappuccino, or could you just be satisfied with putting intentions in your coffee and turning it into a beautiful ritual? And that doesn't mean that you can't go and enjoy your frappuccino. On the contrary, I'm a very big coffee person, so those are my like due diligence. Like when I need to get out of my head, or when I need to just go and reward myself, I love to have that beautiful coffee. I feel like for some of you, the full moon has been, or was, very hectic, very intense, very emotional. And just remember, this too shall pass. And that's, I think, a big thing over here. This too shall pass. Everything shall pass. There's going to be a lot of things that's going to be uncovered. Definitely do the inner work. You need to do the inner work these next 2 weeks. You have to. Or else it's just going to be stagnated. And you're just going to go back around the bush. I would even say, like, forget about everything that's going on as much as possible. Obviously, if some of you have kids. But to take it upon yourself to really make time and room for this inner work. No excuses. Let's see what the oracles have to say. Bamboo Queen. Ooh. I'm going to read these directly from the book. See if there's any knowledge. I know them, but I was just feeling the book today. The Oak Man Reversed. Let's do Kuan Yin, because Kuan Yin has been very present. The cards anyways have been flying every time. Bamboo Queen. You might be wondering if anything is ever going to come together for you, or if it seems to be happening quickly now. If you are even ready for it. The answer is yes. Divine timing is always at play. Whether we are letting go or trying to force something, an intelligent power that is vaster than our comparatively limited vision is always in flow, and we are a part of that. We can find so much peace and joy when we realize this and learn to trust and relax in the unfolding of our divine destiny. Chinese bamboo helps us learn this wisdom of divine timing. For about 5 years of its early life, not much appears to be going on, as the small roots attends to ground themselves. Yet, when they are ready, those roots are exceptionally strong, and the plant suddenly grows like wildfire. There was much more going on in preparation for powerful growth than what appeared to be at the humble beginning of the bamboo plant. So it can be with divine timing, there are periods when not much appears to be going on at all, and we can begin to expect that this will always be the case. Yet, this inner preparation times allows for swift development and growth when we are ready. When the time for patience and throughout preparation is over, our growth can happen very quickly, and we might then be concerned that it is all too fast and we cannot keep up with it. But of course, we shall keep up with it, because the inner preparation has allowed us to develop a good foundation of spiritual strength. Just like the cycle of the moon, that shift from hidden light to full splendor of solar reflection, only to shift again, your unfoldment is just a matter of timing. You are being encouraged to trust in divine timing and know that all is well in your world. Rejoice. Your dreams and divine destiny are manifesting right now, whether it is obvious or not, and all will continue to unfold according to your highest good. Be at peace, beloved. You are not forgotten, nor are your gifts being over or underestimated. All is well in the divine plan unfolding of which you are part. And I was laughing before because flies are actually good omens. They're omens of abundance. So if you guys were wondering about whether or not you're going to get your abundance, the card is very specific. You're kind of weeding off and you're kind of just waiting until more information comes, which is basically exactly what I was talking about. Follow the rules for now as much as you can, but do get to the bottom and do look behind, and you'll see that there's a lot at work. There's a lot going on right now. And it's not for you to take action, although you will need to take action. With this 8 of Cups, walking away from something, or outdated version of yourself is really what I'm feeling here. And all this abundance, the Knight of Pentacles, it just comes back to that. It's something is brewing. You are now holding the foundation. You are now creating the foundations. So once it starts, it's never gonna end. And that fly that was just roaming around, I know a lot of people they see it like, ew, but it is actually a sign of abundance because they transform, crap into nutrients for plants and all that. So it was something that I had looked into once upon a time because I was seeing them everywhere and they were annoying me so much that I had to just look up the meaning. And I was actually pretty impressed to see that's what it was. So if you had a question for this reading, if your abundance is coming, to me that's like a confirmation. Yes. And if you're ready for it, like the card says over here with Bamboo Moon, you are ready for it. Let's see what the oak. What is this? Let's see what the Oak Man has for you guys. 47. This one won't be as long, so. Strength, ancient wisdom, and depth. So reversed. Turn the Oak Man upside down and you see different faces with other expressions. You guys kind of see it like upright, but it would be like this for you. The Oak Man wish you to use your own perceptiveness and intuition in working out what they are saying in the position. This is not a trick. It is just a little exercise in stretching yourself and your vision. Enjoy. Ooh, this is like an invitation. So it's really inviting you to see things differently. It's really inviting you to see things, our own perspective in the situation. Let's do that. You need to see things as they are, right? Take away all the labels, take away everything. The oak tree, what is the oak tree? The oak tree is about wisdom, it's about strength, it's about stability, it's about groundedness. Yeah, take this invitation and see what does nature have to offer for you? And that could be another message over here too. Maybe just walking in nature will get you and shed a lot of anxiety if that's something that you've been going through. Pay attention to the trees. You can actually communicate and talk to nature, talk to trees. I know it sounds weird and silly, but it's actually pretty impressive if you wait there patiently enough what kind of answers they're going to give you. They all have different frequencies, they all have different vibrations. And that means they all have a different personality, technically speaking. If we are all but energy and all but vibrations and frequencies, it's how we project our personality, right? That is for my group ones. Let me know if this has resonated, and I will see you in my next bi-weekly forecast. Ciao! Hello, you incredible and beautiful souls. Welcome back to your bi-weekly forecast. This is for September, end of September. So basically for the last new moon that started on the 20th. So anytime you're watching this is basically for the next 2 weeks. Let's just do it like that. No Reiki energy embedded in these ones. Been a little busy. And we're going to start right away with your archetype. So basically the archetype is just your overall energy for the next 2 weeks. And you have the Empress card. Ooh, I like this. These are all for my mamas out there, all trying to get pregnant. This might be a very futile time for you. Anybody thinking about getting pregnant? This is kind of like a yes, this is gonna happen. The Empress is just, how can I put her? She's like the queens of all queens, right? She is, how can I say it? She knows her shit. Like, she's the ultimate caregiver. She's the ultimate feminine energy you can ask for. Whatever feminine means to you. So For the next 2 weeks, what I'm seeing over here with this is that it is time to give, or it's time to receive. It's time to actually receive all the abundance, all the love, everything that you've been requesting. Just ask it. Maybe it's time to like practice how you ask it too. You know, there's different ways. I've been kind of exploring that whole submissive wife, girlfriend kind of that whole philosophy. And it's not really necessarily about submissing themselves. It's more of a way of asking. And I'm telling you, some guys really get turned on by this. So just practice as much as you can. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it, do some research. I can't quite give you an example right now. Maybe look up some videos of power couples and see how they talk to each other. That could be one thing. If you're already doing all that, keep doing that. Keep getting in touch with that feminine side. For those who feel like it's more a caregiver, maybe you feel like you need to give more. Yeah. The more you give, the more you get, right? It's a great way to change your energy too. Let's see what else I see here for the next 2 weeks. Ooh, look at that. My sage, my only sage that was in there got lit. Maybe it's time to protect that energy too, guys. I feel like there's a lot of helping hands around you. I'm sensing a sense of freedom. I'm sensing like there's going to be a sense of freedom in the next 2 weeks. Or if there's not, you're going towards that. You're developing, you're working, you're doing a lot of things right now that is moving you forward towards this freedom that you've been seeking. Yeah, the theme of this next 2 weeks is really freedom. Freedom, care, self-care. It's time to give some of that love back at you. I feel like a lot of you are on that pedestal. But when you do feel like giving, give. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. And then we'll look at the oracles. Oh, look at that, the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups, it's like the ultimate like give and take card. Like, yeah, this next 2 weeks is really going to be about spreading the love. You have the Nine of Wands in reverse, and you have the Two of Wands. You have the 2 and the 3. Oh yeah, there's like clear skies for you. Like whatever, okay, I feel like that you guys have been having a lot of conflicts. There's been a lot of conflicts. And like that final countdown, that final battle that needed to happen, happened. And it went to your favor. Like they're starting, like in the next 2 weeks, there's something that's going to start, a beautiful exchange. And it could be this new way of approaching what you want, this new way of asking what you want. Really, for those who have been asking and felt like they haven't been receiving, check on what words you're using and how you're using them, and check the vibration behind it. Are you using it because you have the sense of lack? Are you asking because you feel like you don't have enough, or that things are never being done for you? That vibration is stronger than the words that you use, right? You can say, I want this, I want this, I want this, but if there's a sense and a vibration of lack behind that, the universe is going to pick up the lack before it picks up the words I want. So definitely check your vibe, check your energy. What is the constant feeling that you're feeling? Is it fear? Like right now, I know for me, for example, it's been this constant fear, this fear of safety. I do not feel safe. I do not feel safe in my country. I do not feel safe in my body. I do not feel safe expressing myself. So this is something I've been working on. I've been working on reprogramming. I've been working on trying to identify why I don't feel safe and from where it derived from, because it's usually something way before that had happened. That was like that trigger, that little energy, that point of energy that got stuck in your body, and that has just been crystallizing since then. And to break it, sometimes identifying, you don't always have to identifying. There is vagus nerves, that's the proper word, vagus nerves exercises you can do. So when you do feel that fear, you can just bring your eyes from left to right, keeping your head static, left to right, slowly, for a count of at least 10 or 12 times. And this actually calms the vagus nerves. Another one is tilting your head back, but looking the opposite way, and doing that on both sides. Another one is bringing your head down and slightly putting a gentle little pressure on it. These are all things that you can do to calm the vagus nerves, calm the fear, the ongoing, parasympathetic. Is it parasympathetic? Sympathetic, sorry, nervous system. The thing with the eye rotations, what's really interesting about that is that you might actually get more memories pop up. And I feel like that's kind of what needs to come up. You need to, like, you've got the ball rolling. You have this ball rolling of like give and take. You finally like asserted yourself. You knew what you want. You got clear of what you wanted. You're like taining and going to the vibrations of what you're feeling, see if they're matching up. And this is the shadow work. You're kind of in that shadow work process. I feel like some of you are already doing the work. Just keep doing it because there's so much ahead. I feel like there's even travel for some of you. The Three of Wands could also depict traveling. There's definitely light at the end of the tunnel, especially for you this next 2 weeks. There's a fire within you that's going to come up as soon as you face these, whatever's left to face. And for some of you, if you have been asking or been working on a project and wondering if it's coming, like if this abundance is coming, I have to say it is. You just need to get your vibration checked. For you, it's really just about your vibe. See how it's like right on top of each other, the Nine of Wands with the shadow work? It's really just your vibe. You've gotten the physical down, you've gotten what you wanted down, you've gotten the words, like, these are to me kind of like a matter. But it's really to match up your energy. Is my energy matching my words? And if they're not, what can I do to change them? What can I do to alter them? I could do focus wheels. Focus wheels is basically you put something that you want in the middle, and then you start slow, bringing you up towards the vibration and that emotional state that will get you what you want. Could be, let's say, for example, for me, let's say it's safety. Safety, I want to feel safe. So is there something that I could feel safe about right now? Well, the sky is not falling. At this very moment, I'm sitting down, I'm reading cards, I'm safe. Nothing is happening, and building that up slowly but surely. So at this moment, I am safe. At this moment, I feel I am safe. I am protected. I am surrounded by all kinds of incredible beings that are here for my greater good, that are always having my back. The universe always has my back no matter what I say, no matter what I do. And it's really just bringing the momentum higher and higher and higher, so it's actually believable. This is one way of changing your energetic states. And this is like a superpower that we all have. I just need to practice it. And by doing this too, you're just creating more, how can I say it? You're creating different neurological pathways too. Because now you're bypassing that fear-based reality. You're bypassing it. Another thing would be, again, these eye movements. When you have something traumatic, if there was something traumatic, you do those eye rotations while you're thinking of that slowly, and you just let it dissipate. See if there's anything else that comes up. Journaling is another one. Journaling is always one that I like to bring up because it's helped me so much. Just journal. It could be just a monkey brain. You just dump everything on a page and then you just burn it. Because that's usually just your subconscious mind that's like trying to come up to the surface. So you just like write it all down and you get rid of it. Let's see what your cards have to say. Ooh. Dark from the emerald, drink from the emerald fountain. That to me sounds like abundance. And then you have Solas. He is one of the fairies that, of light, shedding light. Almost kind of like I get a Christ consciousness kind of vibe here. Upholding like a phoenix, rise of the phoenix. We're going to read from the book because I was really tempted to read from the book for this time around. So there is nothing to gain. There is nothing to be gained in making life more difficult than it needs to be, other than unnecessary stress or perhaps a learning that it isn't important spiritual growth. Actually, let me say that again. At this time, you are going through a time of important spiritual growth. Your higher self has set a spiritual schedule and is planning on being at a certain destination in time and space to set events in motion. Just ignore that. My neighbor decided to do renovations to benefit from synchronicities and to be able to live out its divine purpose in the physical world too. The soul is very resourceful and is calling for divine help in getting to its destination on time. When you allow yourself to be helped, great service of support become available to you. Your soul is strengthened and nourished by the loving heart of the Divine Mother. As it is filled with love from the emerald fountain, it can flow through you and you feel happier, more balanced, content, and peaceful. The more you allow yourself to be assisted, the more you will feel detached and trusting. You will find fewer problems actually arise for you, and when they do, you may be surprised just how swiftly they are resolved, sometimes with only a small amount of effort on your path. This is the benefit of allowing divine forces greater than us individually to nourish and support us. We allow the loving power much greater than our individual consciousness to do the heavy lifting. And our soul path unfolds more joyfully and more quickly. It is a doing without doing. You are at a point on your path where you need support to rise up and break through. You are invited to drink from the emerald fountain, to accept the love pouring endlessly from the heart chakra of the Divine Mothers, as it would greatly benefit you, even in ways that are not as yet part of your conscious awareness. May your spiritual thirst be sated, and may you be supported and assisted by Mother Divine. Wow. Wow. We got the Ultimate Mother card, the Ultimate Goddess card with a drink from the Emerald Fountain, which is all about asking the universe and just trusting and having faith, which is technically my theme of the day for me. Like, it's just to have faith. I think this is even where my fears come from, to just have faith that the universe has my back. And I feel like that's a message for you right now also, that to ask for help, and we said that before, to give, but for others to receive help, and that could be from known sources or it could be from unknown sources, and that could be from invisible sources, right? I'm all for guides. I'm all for you connecting with your ancestors, all for you for connecting with your guides and spiritual counsel. And I feel like for some of you, it might even be like mommy groups. Like if you are a mother, go check out mommy groups. Maybe switch up your mommy group. Maybe connect with other women. This message had a lot of like feminine energy into it, so do that. And let's see what Solas reversed. And it's funny because that fly again came in my second group. It was on my first one too. And I'm just gonna say it again to you guys if you haven't watched it, that flies means abundance because they actually transform decay into nutrition for plants, for other creatures. And yeah, at a point they were just annoying me so much that I just had to look up the meaning, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that, yeah, their meaning is abundance. So for those, it's basically like a confirmation. And it's funny how it always comes while I'm reading my book. I'm reading from the guidebooks. Verse, when the light and spiritual empowerment of Solas is veiled, we need to remember that the singer is there to help with seemingly lost causes and forlorn hopes. When you don't even know what to ask for his help and guidance, and then do the best you can for yourself. Basically, for me, this is just like a confirmation. Ask the universe. Even if you don't know what to ask for, ask just for guidance. Ask what to ask for. Why not? Get into that vibration. Get into that frequency if you really don't know. If you really don't know what to do, ask. Ask, like, when I had like fears creeping up, and I asked, like, what do I do? And then there was like a pleasantly amazing video that explained exactly what I need to do, and it was just beautiful. I was like, wow, okay, this makes a lot of sense. Now just to put it into action, right? Okay, my group twos, this is what I have for you for this bi-weekly forecast. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know if this has resonated with you. And I'll see you next time. Ciao. Hello, these are for my group threes. Welcome, my group threes. No Reiki energy embedded with these. Not this time around. I'm working on my timing. Let's get right into it, actually. I have nothing to say, really. Except for these are bi-weekly forecasts. So this is good for whenever you're watching it at this very moment. From now until the next 2 weeks. Energy has no boundaries, so it doesn't really matter when you're watching these. And we'll start right away with your overall energy, which is your archetype for the next few weeks. It's the High Priestess. Oh, I always love seeing a High Priestess in a reading. Whew, okay. Okay, so there's a lot of wisdom coming in for you guys. I'm actually feeling very excited. Like I'm getting all kinds of little goosebumps right now. So there's a lot of information coming in. I feel for some of you who have been wanting to get pregnant, it's kind of on its way. Like something's getting ready, something's preparing over here. For those that this doesn't relate, it's basically a lot of information coming in. Yeah, it's like information. If you've been working on channeling, this next few weeks is definitely yours. This is like a great opportunity to practice it and practice it and practice it. Honestly, like I'm just seeing you guys shine. Like you guys are going to be shining these next 2 weeks. It's actually very exciting. Do work on your heart center. I feel like this next 2 weeks also is going to be a lot of heart center work. Like for me, I don't know if you see it, but this heart looks kind of upside down. Well, for you, it'll probably be different, but it's like upside down. So kind of bring that heart center back right. Just straighter, just more aligned. So there might be something that's not aligned with your heart at the moment. Oh yeah, just like great stuff. I'm even sensing like a sense of takeoff almost. Something's taking off. Maybe a project, maybe you. Something's going on. Let's see what your tarots have to say. The Three of Pentacles, you're definitely working on a craft. 10 of Wands upside down. Ooh, Empress upside down. Queen of Wands. You have the 6 double card. So the first thing I noticed was the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles means that you are working on a craft. There's a lot of burdens that are coming off, but there's a lot of you nurturing your feminine side. All this is leading up to your Queen of Wands. So for some of you, maybe you have been trying to embody the Queen of Wands. Well, in the next few weeks, you will definitely do it if you work on these particular things. So one is taking the load off your shoulder. You need to take off the load. You need to learn how to delegate. And where I was going with this is with the Empress. And for those who haven't heard the second one, or who haven't gone back to listen to it, what I was saying in my group too was that the Empress, it's like learning how to say what you want in a different way. So listen to what you want. Listen to how you say it. What you want might not always be in alignment with your energy. So let's say you're saying, I want a car, I want a car, I want a car, but the reason behind it and the energy behind it is, oh, my car sucks, my car sucks, my car sucks. I need a new one. I'm not gonna be able to get anywhere. I don't feel safe. That energy is not in alignment with, I want a new car, in a sense of it being two very different vibrations. Oh, you can say a person who wants a car because they want to feel free, because they know it's coming to them. They know that they're worthy of this car. They know that they deserve it, and that the universe always has their backs. It's very different than this lack mentality, this lack way of wanting things, of, oh, my car sucks, oh, I don't have enough money, I'm not gonna do it. I want a car, I don't have enough money. It's two completely different vibrations. Do you understand kind of where I'm going at? So to really understand and pay attention to your energy versus and saying what you want, because it seems like you're very good at saying what you want. You're getting very precise of knowing what you want, but when it comes to actually requesting for it, your energy is completely off. You're asking it for or the wrong reasons, or out of lack, out of fear, out of just unalignment with what you want. You always want to bring your energy up to speed, up to what you want. So if you're let's say that this is what you want, it's up here, you need to be in this kind of frequency. You are in the lack. You say, I don't have enough for it. Your frequency is here. You're still asking for what you want. What you want is over here, but you're down here. You need to bring and elevate that energy, those emotions up, to really be in alignment and actually receive and manifest, like quote unquote everybody's talking about right now, and receive it, right? So really pay attention to the energy behind things that you want. And also, when you actually delegate, try to empower people. So I was talking about in my group too, this whole like submissive wife kind of thing. Don't see it as submissive, seeing it as empowering others. See it as a way of, and a chance to empower, the opportunity to give others the chance to empower them. It's very different to be like, oh, you never do this, could you please do this? It's not really empowering them. You're just forcing them to do something that you didn't want to do in the first place, right? Versus, oh, honey, you are so good at this. Can you please help me with the cooking today? I just love the way you cook. Or, oh, you would be my hero if you would go and just get some toilet paper. It's very different. I remember when I was working in the bar, you don't tell your clients to just do something for you. You empower them. You give them this sense of like, the sense of not feeling needed. There's a better word for that. The sense of not achievement, the sense of purpose. There's a better word. I had it I had it before when I first recorded. The sense of feeling. It's like kids. Kids just want to feel useful. They just want to feel like they're providing some kind of help. And if you've been around kids, and if you know kids, and if you have kids of your own, you see, like, especially at a very, very young age, they just want to feel useful. They just want to feel helpful, right? They're there and they're trying to help as any way they can, even if they don't even have the motor skills yet for it. And people, I believe, are exactly the same. Most people, anyways. And it's just to use this superpower, this opportunity of empowering others. So it's just a different way of asking for what you want. And this is really what I believe the Empress Reverse is all about, is obviously a give and a take. But when you actually request for help, is there a way that you can request for it in a way that empowers somebody else? Is there a disalignment in your energy? Because you're basically heading toward this Queen of Wands, and you're almost there. You've been working on your craft. I feel like you've had it on point. Like if you've been working on something to monetize your situation, you've been on that. Now it's really just this feminine aspect, this whole give and take, this whole energy, this whole receiving also. Maybe you're blocked. Maybe you're not even able to receive. This is something that's in your energy. As much as people are offering, you tend to just cut it out and say, no, it's okay. I don't need it. I'm capable. I can do this. And that's you putting more weight on your shoulders. So, and it comes back to here, just saying yes. Just saying yes is one way. We tend to unblock ourselves. Instead of thinking like, oh, I should be doing this on my own, I need to do this all on my own. And not really. No. We're not here to actually do everything on our own. It's very helpful. We get to build a lot of skills and learn a lot of lessons. But a lot of the lessons are also meant to learn with each other, right? Now we're getting to the Three of Swords. So there has been a lot of things that have been weighing on your heart. I feel like this is something that has been lingering. I do see whatever negative is kind of slithering away, because I was very attracted to the snake over here at the devil. I feel like whatever's been devilish, whatever's been playing around the bush, whatever's been tempting you or other people, or whether it's a perception or perspective, whatever has been tempting you into your disalignment is slowly going away. You're slowly starting to see the connivingness, the devilish aspects, right? This whole thing in terms of situation and how you actually allow certain situations to happen and allow certain things to happen. Because at the end of the day, the universe is always tempting us, right? How bad do you really want to embody peace? How bad do you really want peace in the world? Because if you want peace in the world, you need to embody peace. And to embody peace means that whatever happens, you are peaceful no matter what. And that doesn't mean that you're a doormat, that people walk all over you. No, but you're able to have a peaceful view of yourself, a peaceful view of the things around you, and act accordingly, right? Putting your foot down, and at this point, asserting your rights. And there's specific ways of doing so. And the universe is always, testing us. Oh yeah, you want to be the Queen of Wands? Well, what if somebody doesn't listen to you? What if something happens? Are you going to turn into the Queen of Wands reverse? Because in the tarot world, if you read tarot, you know exactly what that means. The Queen of Wands in reverse is basically one of the biggest bitchs out there, okay? She really doesn't care. She only cares about her own interests, and very explosive, right? So the Queen of Wands over here, in regards to these lessons, and I feel like it needs to happen. Like all this needs to happen. All this heartache that you've been feeling needs to happen so you can figure out that you are responsible of your energy. You are responsible of what you let in, what you allow. You are responsible, so this can never happen again. So you can really, truly embody the Queen of Wands, right? To her most aligned, unbiased, unlimited self. What else was here? Let me see. I would say to watch out for a woman figure, a female in the next 2 weeks, because the face over here, at a certain angle, she looks very conniving, very devilish, especially with the black cat. Usually I love seeing black cats. But this one kind of seems like malicious. You know how cats could be very malicious sometimes? They're just like, they do things just because they can and they feel like it. Well, that's what I'm having here. Right? It doesn't have to be a woman. It could be someone who embodies very feminine aspects, one that perceives themselves as the Queen of Wands or wants to embody it as well. Maybe there's a bit of jealousy there. I don't know what's going on, but if your intuition is telling you in the next 2 weeks about a particular person that has this kind of characteristics, telling you to like just watch out and not disclose too much information, not tell this person too much information, just listen to your gut. Basically what I'm saying is listen to your gut. If something doesn't feel right about this particular woman or this particular person, I don't know why I'm seeing an image of a picture of a cat on a shirt. Maybe you will see one with a black cat on a shirt. Anyways, yes. So just to wrap up, so just to kind of come full circle, your archetype, your overall energy of the next 2 weeks is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess, to me, is like this beautiful opportunity of channeling in. You have so much information coming to you. You are fighting off or kind of realigning yourself. Really focus on the heart center. Really see what your heart has to say. And that, I think, also includes balancing out your energy with the things you want. Are you able to bring that to the same frequency? Are you able to bring that there? Very fertile opportunities right now. Something's being set up for you in this pregnancy or for you in this soon to come pregnancy. Like there's something there. For all those who are looking for pregnancy, I don't think this implies people who doesn't want to have kids. I'm just saying that there's something being set up. And to me, that means it's because you wanted something to be set up. Embody the divine feminine, and that includes delegating, but delegating in a way that empowers other people, right? Try to really find ways of asking what you want to through empowerment of others, and also syncing up with what you want, syncing up to the same frequency of the things that you want. Very important. And this is to me, the Three of Pentacles is just a confirmation that you're still working on your craft, and it's leading up to the Queen of Wands. Everything here is leading up to the Queen of Wands, and that's a great suggestion, great omen. Also, be prepared to receive, whether it's from people you know, people you don't know, unseen forces, seen forces, request information, request help, and whatever has been weighing on your heart, it's going away. It's slowly slithering away. I feel like the universe has tempted you and has challenged you and has pushed you to a certain point so you can really learn your lessons. Yeah, especially in terms of heartache and things that you hold dear to your heart. So That's another thing with the Queen of Wand. A Queen of Wand, you know, she knows her boundaries. She knows how to put her foot down. She knows how to say no. She knows how to say yes. She knows how to, and she means it. She doesn't go around the bush when it comes to getting help or wanting help. It's you know, very empowering. And then for your oracle cards, you had the Orchid Priestess of Destiny, and then you had the She of the Crouch. So the She of the Crouch is a type of fairy. She is not seen, she's just felt. She is all around, and she is one to tap into. And it kind of went with the High Priestess. So the High Priestess was again, this information, and this is the same thing. It's just allowing that there's something blocking this this incredible light and healing and all the information that's coming to you. It's kind of blocked, and you need to kind of unblock it. And I think how to unblock it's going to be with what I was saying before. I'm going to read from the book because I was really called to read from the book this time around. 21. You may have felt different to those around you at different times in your life. This is meant to be. You cannot be a pioneer of different consciousness on this planet if you feel completely comfortable in the consciousness that already exists around you. I'm going to read that again because that is very powerful. You cannot be a pioneer of different consciousness on this planet if you feel completely comfortable in the consciousness that already exists around you. So, do you know that this was chosen on purpose so you could be on purpose? Your soul chose to be of service by not fitting in so that it would remember through things not feeling right that it was meant to help correct and heal the consciousness on our planet, starting with the self. Once the self was able to correct and align the consciousness within so that it matched the love and peace that exists deep in your heart. Again, it comes back to the going back to this, how do you call it, this test. You know, you want to see peace, you have to embody peace. To embody peace, you can't be in your car and screaming at people in traffic. I mean, it's the same concept here. Once the self was able to correct and align the consciousness within so that it matches the love and peace that exists deep in the heart, it would be easier to help others to do the same, even if just by inspiration. This is where the Orchid Princess of Destiny, beloved Kuan Yin, in her devotion to her highest spiritual attainment, calls you forward now. Yes, your divine destiny is calling you. That means it is time to unplug from mass consciousness at a deeper level than ever before, to really let go of the beliefs and thought forms that do not serve your highest destiny, no matter how unchallengeable they may seem to be at first. It is time to revise anything inside of you that would hold you back from owning your spiritual power and moving ahead in your divine destiny. It's basically exactly what I was saying over here. It is your own destiny that calls you forward to do this. Do not fear. It is just you waiting to meet you in all your spiritual beauty and strength. Embrace the changes, and soon you will enjoy this spiritual reunion at a higher turn of a spiral of your own passionate life of spiritual purpose. The fruit and blossoms of the cherry priestess help you in this process now. So you have, once again, a lot of information, a lot of people coming in, a lot of knowledge and wisdom coming to you. And it's for really, everything that you've been going through was destined. You were meant to go through all these hardships, to face your devils, because I do believe it's our own devils that we face, tempting ourselves to see if we truly want what we want for this world. And what we want for this world is what we want for ourselves, right? Now, for the She of the Crouch, it says, She does not have a reverse meaning as such. She fills the universe and is available to all. Reversal here speaks of her archetypical energy blocked or unexpected by the current or another involved in the issue. Read the cards around her to begin to understand the cause of this. When she of the crouch is reversed, a question we need to ask ourselves is, how may I free this energy of acceptance and nurturing in my life and allow it to flow through me? Upright, as she is the crouch, may indicate a form of pregnancy, which is what we're talking about, a necessary time of nurturing and development. We need to be open to her overflowing grace. She may also indicate a need to allow her nurturing grace to flow through us to others in the form of unconditional love and giving and spiritual healing. She tells us of the need for unconditional receiving, of making the best of what we are offered. She also reminds us that unbounded love and grace is ours, just ready, just waiting to be accepted. Just waiting to be accepted. The presence of this card in this reading radiates comfort and nurturing to the cards around it. So basically unblocking what might be blocking you, which is all the lessons that you need to learn at the end of the day. To delegate, but to delegate in a way that empowers other people. To ask for help, to receive help, to know that there's help out there. Well, that's pretty much it, my beautiful group threes. I hope you've enjoyed this. It's been a lot of information for all three groups. And I hope to see you in my next... There's been a lot of information in all three of my groups. And if this resonated, let me know down below. And tell me a little bit about yourselves too. I would love to get to know a little more my audience. And I'll see you in my next bi-weekly forecast. Ciao, guys.